What's up, guys? This is Ryan and Stevens Pick'em. Last week I went 9-7 and Ryan went 8-8. First game we'll be doing is the Giants at the Panthers. So it's Thursday night football. First, I'll be taking the Panthers in this game. Cam Newton, I don't think the Giants will be able to stop him, just like New Orleans. Some will say New Orleans' defense is horrible, but I think Cam's on a roll now, and he's going to have a monster year. And the Giants, if they start late like they did against Tampa, I really don't think they'll be able to rebound and keep up with Cam Newton. Who you got?
Yeah, I got to go with the Panthers too. And I apologize for sounding like my voice got hit with a rock or my neck got hit with a rock, but I can't do anything about it. Like Steven said, they're not going to be able to stop Cam Newton, and I just don't see the Giants winning this game unless they get a hot start right off the bat. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So the Panthers win.
Next up is the Patriots at the Ravens. I'm going with New England in this game. I always love to pick Bill Belichick teams after they come off a bad loss because I think they'll be extremely motivated. And something just came out about how Bill Belichick was not mixing up on offense at all. In fact, Arizona figured out his play calling anytime he was in shotgun. They knew he was passing anytime he was under center. They knew he was running. So I think we'll see a whole new England offense that's going to put up a lot more than 18 points and beat Baltimore in Baltimore. Who you got in this game?
Same thing for like what you said, but on the other way. There's a bunch of Ravens fans, and even the team is saying how they feel like they sort of got cheated against Philadelphia. I think the Ravens are going to come into this game at home, and they should be able to win. But don't take anything away from the Patriots. They are going to be pissed, and it's just going to be a really good game. That's why it's one of our game of the weeks. But unfortunately, Chase and London picked this game as their game of the week, so we had to go ahead and pick a different team, which is the Giants and the Panthers. So, yeah, I got the Ravens in this game.
Next up is the Eagles at the Cardinals. Both teams coming in at 2-0. Cardinals, no one expected them to be 2-0, especially in New England, but they ended up pulling out the upset thanks to Gostkowski shaking that field goal. And I will pick Arizona to pull another upset here. Beat Philly. Arizona's at home. I think Fitzgerald has a bounce back game, goes for 150 plus yards on Namdi and DRC, and Arizona wins in a very close, fun to watch matchup. Who you got?
As much as I'd love to see the Cardinals win, for some reason, I can't see them going 3-0. They looked like they had a really bad team to start, like during preseason and into the beginning of the season. Their defense looked good, but I can't believe they ended up beating the Patriots last week. I got to go with the Eagles here. There's just no way prove me wrong, please, but Eagles should win this game, in my opinion. I would hope so, but I don't know. If the Cardinals go 3-0, there's something wrong, and Tennessee's going to be 0-3. Wow.
Next up is the Texans at the Broncos. I hate to say it, but the Texans look extremely legit this year. They just toyed with, well, regardless, they're NFL teams, but it's Miami and Jacksonville. They just ran all over them. Matt Shaw barely even needed to pass, and their defense just shut down. I mean, I can't see too many teams being able to move the ball consistently on that Houston defense, including Denver, who had a very poor start with 3 interceptions by Peyton Manning in the first quarter last week. And if he throws even 2 interceptions in this game, I don't think they have a shot because Foster and Tate will run over them all game. Who you got?
Yeah, I got to go with the Texans, too. I've never seen Peyton Manning throw 3 interceptions in the first quarter of a game. That's ridiculous. If he even, like you said, if he even throws 2 interceptions against the Texans, that game is over. So he's gonna have to have his A game, and I just don't think he's gonna have it. And the Texans should come away with the win. And Arian Foster and Ben Tate, like you said, should have a very, very big game. So next game.
Now we're going to the quick picks. Rams at Bears. Rams pulled a nice win against the Redskins, but Bears coming off 10 days rest. I think they'll pull out the win here.
Yeah, Bears should win this game. Rams look pretty good the first couple weeks, but I don't know about them for this season. Bears should win.
All right, next game is the Bills at the Browns. CJ Spiller, people are calling him CJ2K, and I think he'll run all over the Browns defense, which isn't actually too bad, but give me the Bills.
Yeah, C.J. Spiller is playing out of his mind right now. Buffalo should come away with the victory against a really bad Browns team.
Next game is the Buccaneers at the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys have a nice bounce back game. They've always been good at home recently, and Murray has a big game on the way to the win.
Yeah, I got to go with Dallas too. Eli Manning put up 500 yards on this defense, even though it was late. Tony Romo should have a decent game, and they should win this at home.
Next game is the Jets at the Dolphins. Close here, but I think I'll go with the Jets to pull a tight win with some strong defensive play and shutting down Reggie Bush.
Yeah, it's close for me too, but I got to go the other side and take Miami. I think Reggie Bush will have a good game, and I think he's going to end up being legit this season, so we got to see about that.
Next is the 49ers at the Vikings. I think it's going to be slaughter around right here. Give me the 49ers by 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, I'd be wasting my time if I gave you a breakdown. 49ers win.
Next up is the Falcons at the Chargers. I think I'll take the Falcons here. Chargers blew out the Titans last week, but Falcons have looked more impressive to me, and I'll go with them.
Yeah, same thing here. Falcons definitely look more impressive. I do like them, so they should win this game.
All right, next up, we have the Chiefs at the Saints. Battle of 2 0-2 teams. I think the Saints get their first win here and start trying to bounce back from the poor start.
Yeah, Saints should get this win. Kansas City just does not look good at all this year. Saints win big.
All right, next up is the Bengals at the Redskins. I think RG3 has another monster game. Bengals aren't too good, so give me the Redskins.
Yeah, RG3 will get his monster game, and the Bengals will lose. Absolutely, Washington wins.
Next up, we have the Lions at our Tennessee Titans. Lions give me Stafford for 400 yards and Ndamukong Suh for 4 sacks. Lions by 30.
Yeah, Tennessee, just taking away from my fan standpoint, they're really bad this year, so Detroit's going to win this pretty much easily.
Next, we have Jacksonville Jaguars at the Indianapolis Colts. Andrew Luck's looked really good, and I think he can outduel Blaine Gabbert here for a pretty large win.
Yeah, it sucks to see divisional rivals and opponents just going up ahead of us, but Indianapolis is going to win again, and it should be no problem.
Next up, we have the Steelers at the Oakland Raiders. The Raiders have arguably been the worst team after getting blown out by Miami last week. And the Steelers looked impressive against the Jets. So give me the Steelers.
Pittsburgh should get this win fairly easily.
And final game, we have the Green Bay Packers at the Seattle Seahawks on Monday Night Football. I think Packers, they're going to finish 14-2, winning 14 out of the last 15 games. So count this up as one of those wins.
Yeah, I think Green Bay is going to start off slow, and it's going to look like Seattle may win the game. But I think Aaron Rodgers will just come out in like the second half and just destroy them. That's what I believe. Now, that right there was week 3 of NFL Pick'em. Steven didn't mention it at the beginning, but as you see here on the picture, our overall records are 18-14 on the dot. And hopefully my voice will be back next week. I've been sick for over 2 weeks now. It's ridiculous, but I can't do anything about it. Anyways, we're out. Peace out.
Bye-bye.